Here we go. Whee! Let's choose a card and see what we're going to talk about today. The Master. Please comment, subscribe, and share what you'd like to hear next. Thanks. Hello. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever part of the day that you're starting. It can always be a new start, whatever day, whatever time, whatever moment that's happening. It's really beautiful. It's morning here at this moment for me. And I was trying to catch the sunset. I wanted it to be just right. And of course, life doesn't always go according to plan. Whatever happens in a moment that we think we're going to do, something is sure to happen to interrupt what it is that we think we're going to do. And then there's the choices we have to respond to those moments. And the thing that I think that does help is knowing we're going to have things happen and learning better ways to respond. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like it's a whole bunch of balloons that were stuck up in that tree. That's interesting. So, thank you for coming onto my channel and listening to me just talk about the things I've learned in my life through my spiritual practice. My wish is that you'll find something or hear something on here that can help you respond better when the unplanned occurs. So the card that was picked today was called the Master. And it had a picture of Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, also known as Osho, who was a spiritual teacher in the 80s. And the term master can have different connotations for different periods and times and cultures. And within his culture, in India, it means teacher. In England, that's what the headmaster is called. It's kind of like, in my interpretation, like a principal. So if you can just take a moment and take a breath in and let it out for a minute, just feeling that air coming into your lungs and listening to the flow of this water. And just take a moment and pay attention to what's going on around you and seeing a color. I'm seeing this green. I'm seeing this pink and blue sky. The water, the gray stones, although they're very multicolored. Taking a moment to do that, taking a breath, paying attention to color, listening, can bring you back into the present moment. Can get you out of your past thinking or your future thinking. And future thinking tends to be about worrying, about how things are going to be taken care of. And that's normal. But sometimes that can create more anxiety than we need at any given moment. So the MasterCard in my interpretation can be mastering your responses to the unexpected things in life because they're going to happen. And acknowledging that things are going to happen. And having internal ways to handle those difficult things. However you best can control your responses. And that's interesting that I said that because my last card that I drew from OSHO's Zen Tarot deck was the card about control. And if you think about it, there are times where we need it. And so learning how to respond to what is the inevitable, which is life. And as Buddha taught, there is suffering, there is sickness, there is old age and death. And if we pretend that those aren't there, we create more suffering for ourselves. If we understand that those things are going to happen, we can respond from a place of strength in the moment. So I pray for you and I care about you. And I hope that you can find your own true path. Don't forget how beautiful you are.